Maker Monday at the Independence Public Library. My name is Caitlin, and I'm glad you joined me today. Today we are making a craft to celebrate Thanksgiving. We still do have craft kits available at the library that you can pick up during our curbside hours. Or you might have these items at your house, and you can make the craft there at home. For today's project, you need these supplies. You need a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll, a piece of cardstock, like a really heavy paper. You might also be able to use the side of a cereal box or something from crackers. You need colorful pieces of paper cut into small pieces, or if you have an old magazine at home, you could cut out some pieces from there. You need scissors, glue, and then markers or googly eyes. Those were in the kit here at the library. So I will pause here for you to collect your supplies. Okay, our first step will be to cut out something to glue our feathers onto. So in my craft kit, I have a piece of cardstock, and I want to cut a big half circle out of this. So I'm going to kind of take my scissors and just cut a big shape, like out of most of the paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not even going to draw it. I'm just going to do it by eye and see how I do here. So mine looks like that. Any shape you make is fine. It doesn't have to be the same as your friends or your mom's, but that's our first step. So now we're going to take all of the multicolored pieces of paper. So at the library you got a kit that had a lot of these little pieces of paper, but if you have an old magazine or something at home, that would work too. And now we get to glue all these down onto our piece of cardstock. So you can glue them in lines, you could glue them overlapping each other. I'm just gonna kind of put some dots of glue down on my paper and then start putting my little colorful pieces of paper, and we'll see how I do. So these are going to be like the feathers of the turkey. Have you ever seen a turkey before? Turkey is what a lot of people eat on Thanksgiving Day. But they're animals too, obviously, and they have lots of feathers. So this turkey is going to have multicolored feathers. I've never seen a turkey with pink or green feathers, but maybe they exist somewhere. I don't know. So you can see I'm kind of putting mine, they overlap each other. They're not perfectly lined up, but you can do yours however you want. The goal is to cover all the white part of your paper. You want it to be full of picture or full of colors. And I'm trying to do mine so the colors are kind of spread out, but if you wanted to have a green section and then an orange section and then a pink section, that'd be fine too. It's your turkey. I know that this year Thanksgiving is looking different for a lot of people, but we can still have fun making these crafts together and decorating our houses. Okay, so I'm getting there, but as you can see, I still have a lot of white space. So I'm going to keep going and try to cover up that white space. And we'll see if I have enough paper. If not, that's okay. And if you like to have the white space on your paper, you can leave it. Almost there. Let's see. I'm just going to put a few more pieces on. Try to make it look nice and colorful. How do you think that looks? Does that look like enough? I'm going to put just a little bit more. You can stop anytime you want. You could also use a glue stick. You don't have to use liquid glue. That's just what I had here at the library. Sometimes this glue, though, can get a little messy. That's why I like to use a glue stick other times. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good. So I'm going to kind of press those down so that they lay nice and flat. But then I want to give that just a little bit of time to dry. But as you can see, there's my colorful feathers for my turkey. And I'm going to set that to the side and work on the body of the turkey now. So this is a toilet paper roll. You probably have these at your house. Sometimes they get thrown away, but if you can save them, they're fun for crafts. So this one, you can see, has a little bit of paper left on it, and I'm going to just peel that off. This brown tube is going to become the body of our turkey. So once it's all peeled off and it looks pretty clean, another option you could use is if you had a paper towel roll, you could cut it in half and get a shorter piece. So now, this is going to be the body. My craft kit came with some eyes, some little googly eyes. They look kind of funny. And so what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to put them right on the turkey. I'm actually going to put some glue on the back and just glue it on. Whoops. So I'll glue on the one eye. And I'll glue on the other eye. Okay, so there's his eyes. Do you see those? How's it look so far? He looks pretty funny, I think. So now I'm going to take a piece of paper. I have a little orange piece left. Oh, I have a couple pieces left. I want to cut out a little beak for my turkey. So I'm just going to cut off the edge here like a little triangle and get that cut right off. Put a little bit of glue right on his face. And then glue that beak right on, like that. How's that look? I think he's starting to look more like a little animal. So if you stand him up, you can kind of see there he is. So then our final step will be to glue our body of our turkey onto the feathers of our turkey. Now, it's still a little bit damp, so you might have to let it sit for a little while. But what you'll do is you'll put some glue on the back of your turkey and you'll set him up like this. And then that's what it will look like when it's all done. You'll have a turkey surrounded by all of his multicolored feathers. It's pretty neat. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of mine. And then I'm going to set him right in the middle of his feathers. And you want to put him down towards the bottom so that when he's all dry, he can stand up like this. It's kind of hard for you to see that, so I'll hold him up for you. But there he is. There's your turkey with multicolored feathers ready to celebrate Halloween, or not Halloween, Thanksgiving at your house. So I'm going to let this turkey lay down for a little while, let him dry, and then hopefully by this afternoon I can set him up, maybe on the table or maybe in your bedroom, someplace that you can remember Thanksgiving and you can think about things that you're thankful for. So the library does have a lot of books about Thanksgiving and about fall and harvest, so I brought a few to show you. The first one, this is Curious George. Curious George is the monkey, and the man with the yellow hat is his friend. This book is called Harvest Hoedown. It looks like a good one. And then some books to celebrate Thanksgiving. This one's called Thanksgiving Cats. You can see here this cat has corn and a pie. This one has some apples, and this one has a pumpkin. Looks like a fun book. This one, another cat, Rotten Ralph, and his Thanksgiving Wish. That'll be a fun one to read with your family. And this one's called Thanksgiving with Me. Looks like this girl and her mom, or maybe her grandmother, and they're celebrating Thanksgiving together. I hope that you have a really great Thanksgiving, and I want to thank you for joining me in making this turkey craft today. I will see you back in December for a special edition of Maker Monday with Christmas crafts. Bye!